YouTube, what's happening? It is Wednesday, October 9th, and I am on a 13-3 baseball run over the last 3 days. I don't know what's going on, but we will take it. So we have 4 games to talk about today. So looking at the plays from yesterday, I can show you real quick. You can see overhit, Nemo hit, Turner didn't hit, but hey, it's whatever. Overhit, Hernandez hit. I even bet Hernandez hit a home run that I didn't even put in this because I decided later, I was like, let's do it. Otani did his HR, did hit a home run. Tatis still cooking. And then I called Mookie Dookie, and what did he do? He hits a home run. Yeah, said it in the comments. I said, watch it do it now because I talk shit about him. And guess what? He hit a home run. So, I mean, wild day. Before that, 2-2 the day before, and the day before that, 4-0. So 13-3 run. We will take that each and every day possible. So, looking at the games, we got 4 of them. We're going to break them down like we always do. Look at the stats, look at who they played, look at the props, all that fun stuff. So drop a like, subscribe. Let's jump into that first game right now. All right, the first game we have is Cleveland and Detroit, 3:08 p.m. Eastern. We can see this right now. It's pretty much pick 'em, 110, 105. Over 7 is currently the total out there. We look over here at the actual box score from the last game. We can see it was 3-0. All the runs for Detroit, they all came in the top of the 9th. Bullpens, again, failing everyone. The whole theme of this postseason has been fade the bullpens, and it has worked out beautifully this so far. So now the over didn't hit this one, but still the same theme applies that the bullpens gave up the runs because look at the starters, just crushed. So overs have been a nice play, even though this wasn't an overplay. Let's look and see who's done what so far for Detroit. So far for the playoffs, 667. We got a 400 for McKinstry, 308 for Rogers. Some are doing good. So we can see the numbers. And then Cleveland's only played a couple games, so they're not going to have that much in for 286. A few 286s, some zeros, and 167, 143. Nothing good. Nothing over 300 for Cleveland. That's not good. That's not going to get the job done. So we see the numbers. For pitching, Alex Cobb is going out there for Cleveland. We can see what he's done. 2-1, 276, 10 all postseason. That's not right. 10 straight, yeah. So let's look at the game log he has here. He's pitched in 3 games for the whole season, which I guess it is right. It just looks weird seeing 10 for a whole season. So yeah, anyways, 3 games. You can see what he's done. Yeah, rough game, good game, good game. And he has not faced Detroit, obviously. So, and then Detroit is doing the fun thing where they don't list a pitcher. We are 6 hours till the game starts, and they have not listed a pitcher. I can kind of understand LA because that's 5 more hours later, but come on. Detroit does this. They've done this so many times this year. It's annoying because I make these videos in the morning. So, I mean, we're going to have to assume it's going to be pitching chaos. That's what it most likely is. If it isn't Scooble, it's pitching chaos. So that's what we're going to go with. So it's going to be bullpen and bullpen and bullpen and bullpen and bullpen. That's what they're going to do. So, let's go to props, see if we can find anything. So we're going to start with Cobb because that's all we can do. We'll do Cobb because there are no props for the bullpen dudes. I mean, if you're betting props on the bullpen guys when you don't know if they're even going to pitch or not, call the number. You might need it. So let's start with Cobb. Let's look at your history. Bang, bang. Here we go. Let's see. He is Banya's 1 for 3, and then we got an 0 for 1 there. No history there, obviously. And then against righties, this is how Detroit's been all season. You can see their numbers. Nothing really stands out. It's the season-long numbers. These numbers started in March. So how important are they really now? So the other ones for ESPN probably were better because those are postseason numbers right now. So Cobb, outs 11.5. We want 2024. We don't care about last year. His 3 games, 14, 17, 18. His number's at 11.5. Cleveland's got this probably the nastiest bullpen, so I don't trust this. Do we think he's going to go 4 innings? Because if he goes 4 innings, you're going to win. That's all you got to do. He pitches 4 full innings. He pitches 3.2, you're done. So I'm gonna pass. Strikeouts 1, 3, 6. Going against Detroit. Detroit's one of the average strikeout teams. They're not amazing and they're not bad. So I mean, if you want to take him, by all means, but this fully depend on how many innings he pitches. It's 2.5. Can he get 3 strikeouts, maybe 1 per inning in his 3, maybe 4 innings? Maybe that might be a good play. We'll see. Let's go to hits. 9, 3, and 2. So we see that, and then earned runs is probably 1.5. Yep, 1.5. If you think he pitches a great game, there you go. There's an option. And then walks for the people that like walks. There you go. So I don't have a pitcher for Detroit, but so we'll go to bats. So I'm going to make a prop pick. I think I like that strikeout one. I think I like it. So we got Quan walks. Let me make, yeah, it's sorted by the last 10. And we got Quan and Verlin walks. It's always those two on the walks. We got the HRRs, we got the home runs because there's Jose. Has hit a home run in 2 out of 5 games and 4 out of the last 10 games. So if you're looking for a home run prop, maybe him or maybe Kerry Carpenter. But outside of that, the pickings are slim when it comes to the bats in this game. So it makes sense too, because I mean the pitching is just outstanding on one side, and then you got chaos on the other side. So hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So all right, so I'm gonna take Cobb, who I'm going to take Cobb strikeouts. I think he can get at least one strikeout an inning. I think he goes at least 3 innings before, because his number is at 11 and a half. So if he can go 4 innings, great. But I think he can get one strikeout per inning. If you can do that, that's gold. 2.5 is all we got to do. So we'll take that for the prop. Now looking at the actual side, let's go back to it. It's over 7, a little over, yeah, 7 is the number. With both these teams and both these bats, and pop, actually, let's go back over here. Let's go here. Let's look a little deeper at the numbers. There's not a single 300 on Cleveland side, which is quite concerning. That's quite concerning. And then Detroit, we have a single 400 for McKinstry and a 308 for Rogers, but he's batting down here. These aren't good numbers. I guess Malloy 67. I just kind of overlooked that one. So, I think I'm going to take the under of 7. This feels like it's going to be a low-scoring battle again. Another pitching duel, a pitching bullpen duel, if you will. So for me in this one, I'm going to rock with the under of 7, and we're going to take Cobb to get over 2.5 strikeouts and move on to that next game. All right, next up we got Phillies and Mets. Mets won a great one yesterday. We can see it's a pick 'em today. And then we have a 7.5 total. So let's pop over to that box score. So we can see the bullpens choked again, giving up runs. That's how we hit the over. It was great. It doesn't matter when the over hits, as long as it hits, because we're fading the bullpens. So there we go. Looking at the numbers, you can see Philly, they got some bats doing good things. Castellanos 385, Harper 333. Schwarber's not doing good at all. There's even worse ones out there, like Hayes is at 0 and 250. And yeah, just some terrible numbers. But the Mets, Vientos is damn on fire. He is cooking. He ain't Tatis fire, but he's on fire. 417 at this point. Yeah, you're still cooking. Lindor's only 227, 304 for Nimmo. Nimmo's been cashing tickets for us. I love those. And you see how everybody else is doing. So we got some good, some bad on both teams. And let's pop over to the pitchers for this one. We got Suarez going out there for Philly, 12 and 8, 346, 145, $120 on the whip. Let me show you his game log. You can see he got absolutely rocked in his last outing versus Washington. You can see other games. He gives up runs occasionally. This is what he does. He did miss some time out there occasionally here and there. So right there between end of July and August, he missed a little bit of time. So you can see he's going to give up some runs. Now the question is, has he faced the Mets? Well, he has. On the 21st, 5 runs. I mean, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, but 2 home runs. And then other games, he went 5.2, 8 hits, 2 earned, no home runs. And then again, 5 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs. And that's it. So he faced 3 times now, and he's given up 0, then 2, and then 2. So he's had 3 good outings. We could put it that way. And then we got Quintana going out there for the Mets, 10 and 10, 375, 135, and 125 on the whip. Let me show you his stuff. You can see what he's been up to. Dude has been just straight cooking. Outside this Baltimore game, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0. Like wow, dude, just great. And when he blows up, you can see when he blows up. But okay, now the question is, have you faced the Phillies? You have on Friday the 13th, 7 innings, 3 hits, and nothing there. So Quintana cooked. Have you faced the Phillies again? Let's look. There you are. So it's on June 9th, 3.2, 6 hits, 3 earned. So not as long, only 69 innings. I mean, pitches were thrown in that one. And then on May 16th, 5.1, 4 and 2. So we see it there too. And so we faced him 3 times as well. And he had 2 good starts and an amazing start in his last one against the Phillies. So, and just based on how he's been all season, I lean Quintana over Ranger. I just do. So, dude's just been cooking recently. So, let's pop over to the prop, see if we can see anything we like. Prop. We got Suarez, we got Quintana. Let's start with Quintana since we've already been talking about him. This makes sense, makes it easy. So this is Quintana's history versus the Phillies. You can see all the numbers of what they've done historically. So 333 and 18 at bats against Schwarber. We saw Schwarber's not doing good right now, but he is good against him. So if you expect Schwarber to maybe break out, this might be an opportunity. 889 OPS with a home run and 3 RBIs. He might has a chance to do something, maybe break out of his little bit of a cold slump he's got going on. Outside of that, we got 20 at bats returner with a 250, 16 at bats for Castellanos with a $188. Those aren't good numbers. So the only ones that are really doing good, Sosa, no, Harper's only 250 with a home run. So a lot of average numbers. The only one that's really good is going to be Schwarber, but we saw Schwarber struggling right now. So does that matter or not? You got to decide that. And then we look at how they've been against lefties all year. They love lefties. They love facing some lefties, but we saw how they do against this lefty. So take that stat with what you will. Look at props. Outs, 15.5. Is he going to go 5 1/3? That's all you got to do to hit this money. To cash is 5 1/3. On strikeouts, I'm not taking it. For strikeouts, 4.5. He's hit this number 38% of the time this whole season. And for a while, he couldn't get over 4, but then he figures something out and all of a sudden starts striking out more people. Head to head, he's faced them 5 times in the past since the start of 2023. 10, 5, 4, 1, 4. Not good enough for me. I can't take that prop. Hits, his hits are getting better. Earned runs head to head, and 2024, he's gone over this 41% of the time. And then the walks, he does walk some occasionally. Against them, he doesn't walk many. So it's your choice. Let's look at the other pitcher, which is going to be, wow, it's a lot of green. We'll come back to that. We'll come back. Let's start with Range Suarez. Okay, Suarez history versus New York. You can see all his numbers. 750 and 8 at bats for Iglesias is actually pretty impressive, but I mean, he showed nothing for it, but you could do something. 313 over 16 at bats for Lindor is actually impressive. 316 for Marte and 19 at bats is impressive. $118 for Alonso over 17 is not impressive. It's impressively bad. We'll put it that way. That's how it is. $143 for, yeah, you can see the numbers. There's data points here. That's what we want. The more data points we have, the more confident we can make a pick based on statistics. So looking at these numbers. Oops, and I forgot. We want to look at lefties, how the Mets do against lefties. You can see the numbers, how they've done all year. They're kind of split. So there you go. Let's go to the props. Outs. Is Ranger going to go 4 innings? That's what they're saying here, because 11.5 is 3. You have to get 12, which is 4 innings exactly. So they're saying no. That's what they're thinking here. Guys, that's a low number. That's a low number for them. I can't do it. Pitching outs, you just don't know with pitching outs right now how long before they get pulled. Strikeouts, you can see he's at 3.5 the whole season. He has gone over this number 81% of the time. Oh, but he has also pitched more innings to get this number. So they're thinking 4 innings. This is probably more over like 6. Head to head, 4, 6, 3. He does pretty well against them for strikeouts whenever he gets the full time to face them. So that's still too close. I can't do that. Head to head, 5, 5, 4, 6, 8, 5 for the whole season. He's gone over this 70% of the time. So if you think he's going to give up runs to the Mets, there you go. You have options out there. So in earned runs, yeah. And head to head earned runs, there you go. Yeah, and walks. Okay. I don't think I like a prop for the pitchers. I think I like the Mets to win based purely on the numbers of the bats history and Quintana's history on the past month and a half of how he's done. So let's go to bats. And there we go. That's the guy who's been cashing tickets. He 5 for 5, 8 for 10, 70%, which is 14 out of 20. He has hit the over 1.5 HR. If you remember, like a month ago, I was taking the guy from the Oakland A's, and he was just hitting it over and over and over. Not Rooker, the other one. Damn, I can't remember his name all of a sudden. He hit it like 20 games in a row. He hit it 20 times in a row. Not just a hit streak, over 1.5 HRR. Dude was cooking, and Nemo's starting to do this. So, and Nemo's got a good history against Suarez. And yeah, so we're going to take Nemo. We're going to ride Nemo until he doesn't cash for us, because why not? Who else am I going to pick in this list? Castellanos, we saw he's all right now, but yeah, Vientos is cooking. If you want to take him instead, that's perfectly fine. Get you 60%. We saw he's batting, what, 4 something? What is it, like 417? Yeah. Nemo's batting 304, so I'm going to go with Nemo on this one. I'm going to take the Mets to win the game in this one on the money line. I'm not going to take a total. We're just going to take those 2 things, and then we're going to move on to that next game. And I had a thought. Why risk the bullpen just making me lose? I said the whole game, but then I started looking at the bets, and I was like, you know what? I could go first 5, or I could do something crazy and go first 7. and do first 7 money line. You can get that at DraftKings. Apparently, that's a thing. So, and some other books have it too. So, but I know most people probably won't have first 7, so I want to make it something if you want to follow. Which, hey, do your own best. But if you want to follow me, hey, by all means, at your own risk. We'll do first 5. We'll take, because it's still minus 110 the Mets, so there's really no difference here. There's no loss for me. So, and if it's tied, it's a push. I don't lose. I don't win. I push. I'll take a push. So, Mets minus 110, first 5 money line. That's what we'll do. Plus Nemo on the HRR next. All right, game 3, we got the Yankees and the Royals. We can see Yankees are a slight favorite, minus 115 on the road, with a total of 8 in this one. Let's look over the box score from the last game, 4-2, sprinkled a little bit on that KC money line, and that actually paid out. That was nice. Let's see the numbers, what they've been up to this postseason. KC's average, Garcia's batting 400. Bobby Witt's struggling, only a $1.58. That ain't good. 25 for old Vinny P, but Perez was the hero last game, obviously, and that was the HRR pick, and he hit a home run. That was just beautiful based on data and history. That was the play, and it worked out great. He's only batting 250, but hey, he had a great matchup. Massey's batting 400. You can see what everybody else is up to. Nothing impressive. Yankees, Torres 167. Soto's batting 375. Outside of that, Verdugo's 429, and Judge is batting a smooth $1.43. So you see who you might want to go for, and I'm looking at the numbers for bats already. Soto might be the move. I'm just looking at the bat because I have it already pulled up over here. Soto, what's Jazz doing? Jazz is at 250. Okay, so all right. So we'll see. And so let's pop over to the pitchers now. Clark Schmidt is going out there for the Yankees. He's 5-5 with a 285 with 93 strikeouts and a $1.18 whip. Not bad, decent numbers. Let's look at your game log. 4-3, 1-2, 0-1-2. Yeah, mostly decent. You get blown up a little bit occasionally. How many times do you face Kansas City? That's the thing we want to know. So far, I see none. This is your first time facing Kansas City this year. That's good for you. That's good for a pitcher. The bats have not seen the pitcher. So good news there. Let's see. Let's pop over to Seth Lugo. 16-9, 3, 181, and a .09. Let's look at his game log, what he has been doing. We saw him against Baltimore in the last series, and we can see 0-2-4, 0-1. Dude's he either blows up or he's decent. That's just about he's an elevator. He's an elevator guy. He's up and down. That's what he is. How many times have you faced the Yankees? Well, you faced them on September 10th. 7 innings, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. You were cooking against the Yankees on September 10th. So that's good to note. How many other times you faced the Yankees? They're right here. 7 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned, 4K. So the Yankees got the best of you in this one, I would say. And then outside of that, that's it. This is game 3 for you versus them. So you had a great game. They had a great game. And now we're on game 3. Rubber match. So we can see the pitchers. Let's pop over to props and see if anything stands out. We'll come back to bats. We'll start with Lugo since we're talking about him. Start with the numbers. This is Lugo's numbers historically versus Yankee batters. 500, 333, 0 for 7 for Stanton. Damn, that's not good. 600, which is just 3 for 5 for Birdie. 3 for 5 looks good. 600 looks amazing, but it's not enough data points. I need more data. I need like 8 plus at bats, which tells me that's at least 2 games worth. So 333 and 3 at bats not good. 273 of 11. See, that's a data point. We know Torres, who currently is batting a $1.67, is only 273 and 11 at bats, so he might not have a good game. So you might want to take an under on him. I'm not taking unders. That's the preference I do. 0 for 6 for him. 0.091 for Chisholm. So now Chisholm, we're not taking Chisholm because, yeah, he was doing decent at 250, but I'm not taking 11 at bats without 0.091. I can't do that. So Soto, 215 and 16 at bats. That's average. That's okay. That's okay because Soto is over here. He's batting 375 for the postseason. And yeah, I like that number. Judge is 0 for 8. 0 for 8 against Lugo. And he's batting a $1.43 so far in the postseason. So now either he's going to continue to suck or he's going to pull a Mookie and hit a home run, breaking his slide, because that's very possible what happens. That's how baseball works. So, and you see against righties how they've been up to. These are the numbers. We got some good numbers against righties. There you go. Let's look at the props. Outs. I'm not touching outs. We just don't know when they're going to get pulled. They're thinking 4 2/3 at 14.5. Do you get to 15, which is 5 innings? Does he get there? Well, that affects his strikeout number because the strikeout's 4.5, and he is literally up and down. I can't touch this. I don't like this at all. He's too inconsistent with his strikeouts. I need some consistency if I'm going to take this. Hits, we see the numbers all over the place. Earned runs, all over the place. Even head-to-head is going to be all over the place because he's only faced him twice. I showed you, great game, bad game. So I don't like any of these. Let's go over here to Schmidt. It's a lot of green. We'll come back to that. Oh, Clark. What you got, Clark? Let's see. Clark history versus Royal Bats. Let's see. 167 for Perez and 6 at bats. That's a 4 for 8 for Frazier. And we're getting there. 4 for 8's okay. That's some success. That is some success. 1 home run, 3 RBIs at a 1.6. Yeah, that's on the border. 375 and 8 also on the border. 1 for 1. 1 for 6, over 1. Yeah, you can see the number. So the 8 at bats is 2 games worth. So that's, if you want to look at something, these are the ones maybe. So look at the right, how they do against righties. They do pretty well. They like righties. Remember, Kansas City bats have been absolutely freezing the last, 3 weeks now? They have been terrible. They haven't scored many runs at all. They've scored 4, and that was like a record in the last 3 weeks for them. So the Washington game, they had a bunch of runs too. Outside of that, nothing. They're winning games against Baltimore 1-0, 1-0, 2-1. Their offense has been miserable. So they haven't had a true breakout yet. So it could happen with these numbers. We'll see. Let's see. Outs, it's 13.5. Okay. Is he going to go 4 2/3? Then you hit. I don't like that. No. People are going to bet this too, thinking it, but they get pulled so quick. I can't take outs. Strikeouts. 3.5. It is the Royals. Royals are one of the better strikeout teams. They're up there with San Diego and Cleveland and Washington as the teams that don't really strike out all that much because they're pretty disciplined. So I can't take that. Hits. He is pretty consistent on a lot of these numbers. But then again, how many innings is he actually going to pitch before they put that god-awful bullpen in? Because we know the Yankees bullpen is atrociously bad. And there's no way about it. I'm trying to be nice. That's the word I came up with. God-awful, atrocious. Okay, that is Yankee bullpen summed up. So, hell, if they were smart, let's pitch all 9 innings. Because why even bring the bullpen in? So, I mean, come on. Terrible. I should stop. I just thought, watch, the bullpen's going to come in and combine for a no-hitter. So, that made me laugh saying that. Oh, shit. All right, let's go to the bats. Go to the bats. All right, so here's Judge. He's the first one. All right, Judge walk is the number one thing today. But you're going to pay 255 or 254. If you want to do that, he's hit it in 80%, which is 4 out of 5, or 9 out of 10, or 16 out of 20. He's had a walk. And that includes, I believe, intentional walks count towards that. So, yeah. And there's Soto right below him, HR, which I'm going to take. I'm going to take Soto. Of these numbers, I like Soto better than the pitchers. We saw Jazz is struggling against Lugo, so I don't want to do that. So Soto has decent numbers. Soto's batting 375 right now. He's cooking right now, so I like that. Judge HR, Judge is not cooking. Judge is burning. Just terrible. So and then Bobby Witt. I like taking Bobby Witt too, but Bobby Witt's playing like garbage too. So, but he did come through clutch in the first game though. So I'll take it where I can get it. So we'll take Soto in the HR. Now we'll come up over here to the number. Now, I guess I just talked mad shit about the Yankee bullpen, so I can't trust the Yankees at all. But I do like these pitchers, and I do like the fact that both offenses seem to be struggling. So I kind of want to go team total under first 5. I mean, not team total under first 5. So that'd be total over under. What's the number? Is it 4? Under 4.5, I can get for $1.35. I'll drink a little juice on that one. Under 4.5, I'll ride with that one. If KC or New York breaks out on these two pitchers, by all means, both pitchers have pretty good stats. Yeah, I'll take the under 4.5, first 5. That way I don't have to deal with the bullpen drama because, yeah, enough of that. So under 4.5, first 5. Soto over 1.5 HR. Let's go to that last game. All right, last game, we got the Dodgers and the Padres. That was a fun one yesterday for 3 innings, and then it got really boring. So let's be honest, it just did. Because it was literally, let's look at the box score real quick. Look at this. It was 5-6, and all of the runs, everything came in the first 3 innings. So bullpens did their job for once. Hey, shout out to both bullpens. They both showed up. They both did work. So, because the starters absolutely sucked yesterday. So, at 4th on, it was a snooze fest. So, yeah, I hate it for you if you watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. So, Yeah, so let's pop back over to the numbers. So let's look and see. It is currently San Diego 148. San Diego is also the favorite to win the World Series right now. I think it was plus 300. So if you see value in that, there you go. I saw that stat on Twitter last night. And we have 8 as the total out there. Let's go back over here to the box score so we see the numbers. Let's scroll down to, oh, I'm already on it. Okay. We'll see how the team's been doing. Otani did not come through with the home run. It's okay. He's still got the HRR, which is what I asked for. Good job. He's only batting 231. Mookie, it was not Dookie. I said he hit a home run in the comment section after somebody posted that. And I said, watch, he's going to go 4 for 4 with a home run. Well, he started off hot. It was 2 for 2 for a second. So, I mean, God. Freeman's 273. Hernandez, you can see how everybody does, all their numbers. Nothing too impressive. San Diego, though, I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, the MVP of the playoffs, just give it to him already. Look at that number, 556, 1.333 slugging with a 636 OBP. Like, come on. No one's even close. That is ridiculous. And then you got Merrill batting 353 now, and he didn't come through on the HRR. He got a run, but nothing else, but he's still 353. Yeah, Padres are cooking right now. Yeah, the catcher, I still can't say it. 308. Yeah, 333 for the, yeah, you get the point. You get the point. Let's go to the pitchers. I got to open them up. I haven't done it yet. Oh, that's why, because look, undecided for the Dodgers. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Apparently, I saw online it's supposed to be a bullpen game for game 4, which is interesting. Interesting decision because being you lose, you go home. You know this, right? You do understand this is a game you need to win. They're going bullpen. They're going pitching chaos. That's what they're doing. They're literally copying Detroit. I guess if it works for Detroit, we can do it too. But we got Dylan Cease going out there, so we'll talk about him. Let's talk about the man himself. 1411. Let's see, 347, 224, and a 1.07. Let's look at your game log, see how you been. Well, you pitched against the Dodgers on 4 days ago. So 3.1, 6 and 5. They whooped your ass a few days ago. They got you. They got you good. And before that, you faced them. You went 5 innings, 5 and 3. They got you a little bit. I say kind of even. You broke even. If you're getting 3 runs, that's about even for me. Anything more than that, they whooped your ass. I don't make the rules. Those are the rules. So outside of that, you also faced them again in July. 5.2, 3 and 1. You won this one. That's a good one. Good job, buddy. And before that, that's it. So you faced them 3 times, including the last 2 times. Now, they whooped his ass last time, yes. And that's not good for him because they have seen him 3 straight times now. He's seen them 3 straight times now. Anytime the batters and the pitchers face each other, the more recent it is, the more beneficial it is for the batter because they get to see the pitches, they get to see the motion, they get to see the release points, they get to see all the things. They don't have to remember, like, what was it? They get to see it like they just saw this 4 days ago and they whooped his ass. So do I think he comes out and pitches a great game? No. I think he pitches an average game at best. So that's why I'm leaning. That's just right there. That's my initial thoughts. Disagree if you want to. Put it in the comments. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. That's my thoughts. So, hey, we don't have a pitcher for LA because they're going pitching chaos. That's got to be what they're doing because bullpen. So I think we just call bullpens pitching chaos from now on. It's fun. Let's have fun with it. So yeah, let's go over to the props. I have one prop. I have C strikeouts. Is that all I have? Okay, I have some. Okay, we can look at history at least. We can do that. All right, history. Cease versus LA. Well, it's a little higher than it was 4 days ago. That's for sure. You can see the numbers. Only one that stands out is Hernandez. K Hernandez, not T Hernandez. K Hernandez is 12 at bats with a 417, 1.2 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Pretty good numbers. Might be prop worthy, I say. Lux is 600. That's 3 out of 5. We got 200, 0. I wouldn't do T Hernandez, 0.091. Yeah, and that's not good in 11 at bats. And then Otani's only 267 and 15 at bats, but he does have 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. So you have options if you want to take that. The best one on this list is probably K Hernandez, though. Let's see how they are versus righties versus them. So you can see the numbers there. There's the numbers. I don't really care that much about these anymore. Props, strikeouts. He is consistently average when it comes to his prop. 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 10, and 7 randomly. For the whole year, he's gone over 4.5, 85% of the time, but not recently. Wonder why. Interesting. We know why. So we know why. Head to head, you can see how he's done 10, 6, 4, 5. No, I'm not taking that. Walks is the only other thing. 3-3-3-2. If you think he's going to give us some walks, there you go. And then for the whole year, he's gone over a walk 65% of the time. So I'm not going to take his props. I am going to look at the bats because we got options. Now, everyone's going to see this one. Everyone that just looks at, you know, your outliers and your props.cash and everything, they see this, they're going to see, oh, Hernandez, HRR, last 5, bet it. That's all the research they're going to do. That's all they're going to do. They're not going to see that we just saw the history for Hernandez is not good. It is 11 at bats, .091 against this pitcher. So be careful who you follow because sometimes they don't dig deep enough. We dig deep around here. So if you want to take this by all means, yeah, he's cooking recently. What matters more, now cooking or historically versus a pitcher cooking? Sometimes both matter. Sometimes nothing matters because it's baseball. Sometimes who knows what the hell happens. There's K Hernandez right there. That's who I'm taking. I'm ignoring all. I mean, you can take Lux for over half if you want. Lux might be a good play. Otani's always good because Otani's only at 1.5. Oh, okay. Kyle here, still can't say his last name, over half. He's a good play. He's been cooking here recently too, and he is currently batting, what is it, 3 something? Just had it, where'd it go? There it is. He's batting 308. So yeah, we got options there. We got tons of options to choose from. Hell, you want to go, keep going, just keep going, or Tatis. You know what? That's what I should do. Yep. So for this one, I'm just gonna go San Diego to finish off the series right here. We're gonna go for the money line. Just go for the juggler. Money line San Diego, because it's a bullpen game. And I'm going Tatis again. Tatis and Nemo are gonna go together until they lose. So Tatis over 1.5 HR. And then we're gonna take old Kyle Higashioka. Probably butchered it, but hey, that sounds pretty good. That sounds good to me. We'll take him to get that half because he's doing good, but I don't know if I want to take him. We'll take Tatis, and we're going to take K Hernandez because I said I was. We're going to ride the trend of the history. We'll take him over 1.5 HR, and that covers if the Dodgers do something too. So that for this play, this whole game, we're going to go San Diego moneyline, Tatis, and K Hernandez over, and call it a day right there. All right, that's all 4 games broken down. Plays given out. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays. Ooh, 9 played today. Okay, 13-3 run, kicking ass here this week. Beautiful, love that. As you know, most people know I'm in Tampa. There's a hurricane coming tonight. So if I have power and everything is good to go, I will be here tomorrow to film a video. If not, I obviously have my phone and I will tweet out that, hey, I ain't got power, so I don't know when the next video will come out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just follow me on Twitter. This name right here at all the socials, really. I'll probably post everywhere so you can see, so you can be updated. So because the next couple days I'm in a neighborhood, so if I lose power, it won't be power out for long. So yeah, other than that, I appreciate you watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for more baseball. Peace.